Hello. How are you guys? So today I had some free time on my hands, so I thought I would do a little video chit chat with you about the topic of the day for me, which is alcohol and how I am deciding to quit alcohol, sort of. And I'm gonna explain to you why I say sort of. So basically, to give you a little context, I've never really considered myself as like a heavy drinker. I don't drink a lot. I think if I like count the number of times I drink during the week, maybe it's gonna be like 2 to 3 times a week, not more than that. And then usually it's when we're going to a nice dinner with me and my fiance, or we're going to a nice bar, then I'm gonna get either a glass of wine or a cocktail. But then if we're having gatherings at home with friends over, then things can get a little bit more heated and fun, and I'm gonna have maybe like 3 drinks. But things have never been like bad. Like I've very rarely been drunk, and I think it's because I kind of like have a strong resistance or tolerance to alcohol, and I don't think that's a great thing, because at least when you feel a bit more tipsy earlier, you know when to stop. Whereas like now I can just like drink and I'll be fine, and it's not really great for the body anyway. I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, so never been a big drinker, but over like the last few months I've been more aware of the effects of alcohol on me. And I don't know if it's because I'm becoming old. I'm 30, it just turned 30, so maybe I'm more sensitive to it now. I don't know what's happening. And what I've been like noticing is that alcohol makes me so sleepy. I would have nights where I would tell myself, okay, we're having this gathering, I'm gonna have a drink, or I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna go back to work. And then I'll come back home and I'll be like, oh my god, the only thing I want to do right now is just lay in bed and watch TV. I'll be so lazy and I'll sleep in like 2 seconds. Whereas like usually I can work until pretty late. So alcohol has been making me so sleepy. And the fun fact is that the next morning I wake up very early, which is very unusual for me because I'm usually a very deep sleeper. And if you don't have an alarm clock, like I can just sleep and sleep, I would not wake up. So alcohol wakes me up earlier, and what I would think is a good thing, because then I would have like a whole day in front of me. But in the end, what happens is that I just feel super tired, because the quality of my sleep, I've also noticed, is very poor when I drink. So I have like a light sleep, I wake up sometimes, and I wake up much earlier, and then the whole day I'm just tired and dragging this like exhaustion with me. And in the end, it's very, very counterproductive. So alcohol is really not doing anything good for my energy levels. And since I have like stuff I want to achieve and stuff I want to do, and I really want to level up this year, it's really not serving that purpose. And so that is kind of why I decided I'm gonna stop drinking. Because I mean, if it's not serving my purpose, and if it's not gonna help me achieve my goals for this year, when I really want to be dedicated to it, there's no real reason for me to continue drinking. Because to be honest, I can have just as much fun with sparkling water. I'm a big sparkling water fan. Just give me like a glass of Perrier and a little twist of lime, and I am happy and I'm feeling fancy. So I don't really need it for like the fun purpose. So I was like, I'm just gonna cut it out, because it's really not helping me in the direction that I want to go. So that's kind of like the main reason. And also I did notice that if I am in a social gathering or have my friends around me, and I think this is very natural, maybe when you have like a couple of drinks, you kind of like get a bit more loud, and you kind of like talk a bit more, and I don't know, your behavior is it's not like fully put together as I would like it to be. And especially right now, I am really building this vision of this woman that I want to become. And when I'm matching that behavior to the behavior of this woman of my dreams, it's not really matching on some levels. So I'm like, if that's gonna kind of like block me from embodying this woman that I want to be, then that's also like another reason that I don't want to be drinking, really, because it's not worth it for me. And so that is the big change that is happening. I don't think it's a big change because it's not going to be very hard for me, I think, because again, like, I don't think of it as a necessity to have fun, so I think I'm gonna be all right. So the reason that I say sort of quitting is because I don't want to completely forbid myself to not drink, because I feel like if I do that, I may just like put this forbidden fruit label on alcohol in my mind, and then I fear that it's going to create this craving that never existed initially. I'm more like, you know what? It's not that I don't have the right to drink. It's more like I am not drinking right now because it's not serving my purpose and it's not helping me achieve my goals. You know, it's kind of like sidetracking me from reaching my aspirations. That is kind of like the mindset that I want to adopt in this sort of lifestyle change. And because I know that, you know, if we're celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, Christmas, a New Year's Eve, or we're having a very special dinner somewhere super nice, and if I really want to have a drink, then it's fine, I'm gonna have a drink. But I do want to make sure that it is something that is happening very rarely, and that I am not like consuming alcohol on a weekly or monthly basis, because right now, just not serving my goals. We'll see in the future if we're adjusting this, but right now this is the mood and I'm vibing with it. But also, you know, I'm very cautious about like brain health, and I'm very careful about, you know, everything that I eat, because I do want to promote brain health, and I do want to make it so that, you know, on the longer term, and if I'm 70 years old, I'm still very sane in my head. And it is a known fact that alcohol is not really a promoter of brain health. So I feel like, you know, right now it is checking a lot of boxes for me, so I'm gonna do that and keep you updated on how it goes. To be honest, I feel like the hardest part in this will be the social pressure, because I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh, you should have a drink, why are you not having a drink, or you should try this wine, or you should try this cocktail, so good. And then if I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't drink alcohol, they're gonna be like, why? You know, like, why are you not, you know, like you're an alien or something. I don't know how I'm gonna be handling it, because I also do not want to be like explaining myself every time to anyone, because I can do whatever I want. But I feel like this is going to be where the challenge is at. We'll see how it goes. I am very curious to know if any of you have gone through this lifestyle change and how you handled it, and, you know, especially in regards to like peer pressure, and what has helped you kind of like go for it. And yeah, that is all for my ramble today. I'm gonna go back to work, and I want to know in the comments if you like this format. Let me know, because I am really into those casual sit down chit chat kind of videos. I feel it's very fresh, and it is really very up to date with whatever is going on in my mind and in my life right now. So let me know in the comments if I should continue. And also, if you like videos like these, then definitely check out my channel and subscribe. It means a lot. And thank you all so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.